So hello everyone and welcome to this week's 5 Minute Friday. And first of all, thank you to everybody who sent in your comments about how rough I was looking last week. Yeah, I did just jump in front of the camera without really checking what I looked like. And yeah, I could have done with a shave and maybe sorted my hair out, but thanks for that. Before I continue, two things. One, please like, share, subscribe to our channel here for more content like this. We're going to be producing more and more 5 Minute Fridays, and we're going to be doing loads of more in-depth tutorials around software that can help us on our technical information and technical communication journeys. Just like 5 Minute Friday, where we talk about the tools, the tips, the processes, and any resources that I believe are out there that can help you on your journey, from free to low cost to just some of those that want to get you in and maybe give you a little bit of information to help you on your way. Anything I mentioned today is not sponsored, it's not endorsed by, and I am not trying to promote this particular product or service or anything over any other. I'm just showing you tools that I use and that I think you may actually gain some benefit from using yourself. So this is not sponsored and it is not endorsed by the product manufacturer that I might be mentioning today. So without further ado, let's get into 5 Minute Friday. So before we get started, let's put 5 minutes on the clock. Okay, now I'm going to try and do this within 5 minutes. So when we are working here at TDW, we produce lots of tutorials, we produce lots of guides and information for people on how to use standard specifications or looking at process and that kind of stuff. Now, one of the things that we do is we have to often use tablets or mobile devices to show what it is that we are doing. And a question we get quite regularly and quite frequently is, what tools do we use to do the screen capture? Now, the reality is we do use a lot of tools here for screen capture, and we're going to be doing loads of that kind of content as we move through the 5 Minute Friday series. But a question we get asked is, what application are we using when we are showing our mobile devices or our tablets? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, I'm talking very specifically here about Android. I know that there is a way on iPhones that you can capture screens and you can record your screens. I'm going to talk a little bit about an app that I use regularly on both my tablets and my mobile device. And most importantly, it's completely free. This is free of charge, and it's something that we have used very successfully. It's quite powerful. There is a pro version, which, to be honest, we have looked at and we don't see any benefits in going to the pro version. But there are some great features in this. So let's dive into my mobile phone, and hopefully right now you will see on screen a application that we have just loaded up, and it's called DU Recorder. And the DU Recorder allows us to record the screen and any actions that we make or interactions that we make on our mobile device. Now, the great thing about this is when we actually do anything in here, so I'm showing you actually something that we're working on right now, which is the TDW app. And I told you that a couple of months ago that the TDW app was coming. The TDW app is on its way, and we can and have been working with the content developers and the people that are helping us produce this app. We have been sending them little screenshots using DU Recorder, and we can look at content and we can decide, where we want to make those changes and how we can make those changes and those kind of things. And we can essentially share little videos. And as I create the video, I can then pause the video. I can edit the video in here if I want to. I can stop the video. And then what will happen is that it'll ask me if I want to share the video. And I can share the video out to Dropbox, which is something that we use between us here, and it'll be another little 5-minute Friday when I talk about file sharing and what we do here at TDW. So the DU screen recorder software allows us to capture all of the screens, and the great thing is you have deep control over picture quality, resolution, frame rates, and all those kind of things, if you know what all of that stuff means. And it means that when we're recording on maybe a bigger camera like this one, we can align the frame rate from this bigger camera to this DU screen recorder. A big mistake that I've made in the past is that I've recorded on DU recorder at a slower frame rate than the frame rate that this big machine is recording at, and then when it came to trying to sync them up, it was a little bit of a problem. So there's a life hack for you right there, is make sure that the frame rates are set to the same. And I think this DU recorder actually works quite right the way up to 60 frames a second, as I understand. So that could be supporting all of your major decent cameras that are out there, that if you're using them to produce tutorials or videos for your users out there. So DU recorder, free, perfect for recording screens on your Android devices. What tools do you use? I would like to know. Please leave a comment down below. Please tell me. Go head on over to the Google Play Store, download DU Recorder and have a play. It works exceptionally well, and I have to say that I've never had a problem with it, apart from a little bit of user buffoonery where I had the frame rates set up incorrectly, as I mentioned. So there you have it, people. That's this week's 5-Minute Friday. I believe we are probably well within the 5 minutes this week. Keep saying that. I have no sense of time. So hopefully we have done it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you would like me to talk about in the next 5-Minute Friday, or an upcoming 5-Minute Friday, because I already know what I'm talking about in the next one. And do please share this with your team members, your technical authors, your technical communicators, your project managers, all of those guys that might be interested in the tools, the tips, and the resources that we are making you aware of here at TDW. Now, it just leads me to say, have yourself a great weekend. I'm actually on the road. Today is Friday, and I am heading out to St. Neots to see my parents for the weekend. But there we go. That was 5-Minute Friday.